the tentacles of this nexus are only unraveling. J&K police have now made another arrest. Dr. Shahina has been arrested from Lucknow. She also was part of the Al Falah University and was associated with one of the accused, Muzammil. Jammu and Kashmir police is likely to seek her custodial interrogation. We're learning that an AK-56 rifle was recovered from her car, for which she has now been placed under arrest, and interrogation is underway. Several people have been arrested so far, but the nexus runs much deeper, is the belief of the intelligence agencies, of the police that is probing this as well. Ishan, my colleague, now joins us, getting us more details on this. Ishan, what can you tell us about this latest arrest?
Well, she was already being questioned because the recovery was made from her vehicle, and there are more that we have been given to understand who are being questioned and possibly can be arrested if the sustained questioning and interrogation proves that they are directly or indirectly linked to the entire conspiracy. But it's very clear from the investigation so far that they wanted to make improvised explosive devices because their timers, the other equipment that has been recovered from there is something which could have been easily used to make multiple IEDs and then planted at different locations. Look, these outfits have had a pan-India ambition. Be it the Jaish, Lashkar, the ISI, they've been focusing on the Indian subcontinent, what they call as Hind, for a very long time. But two ideologies are different because Jaish is focused on Jammu and Kashmir and has been trying a different thing, and then ISIS has a different module. The working and ideology is different, but they came together to ensure that the module is taken out of Kashmir, and a professional like a doctor is lured in because there are two doctors who have been arrested, and their questioning has led to the seizure of weapons, the improvised explosive device. But what was being seen as a classic policing by many in Valley, because this was the incident of applying posters of Jaish-e-Mohammed on a street in Kashmir, on the Srinagar outskirts, and that's where the entire matter came to light. That these posters were pasted by Adil. He was figured out in a CCTV footage. Sustained interrogation of multiple people, an imam from Shopian of a masjid, and also others resulted in busting of this module. There could be more in coming days that you might hear being arrested and detained in this case. But this lady has now taken the number of those who have been arrested in this case to 8. Multiple teams of police, J&K police, intelligence agencies, Faridabad, the UP police, Haryana police working day and night. And this operation did not happen in a couple of days. It was 15 days since the chase was on. And mobile network tracing was used to track Adil first in Haryana, and then others were also tracked down, and they were captured, and their explosive recovery was made. But one will have to see, because now the focus is about seizure, financial transactions. How did they get money? Where did they get the money from? Because they were speaking on a highly encrypted communication device, Telegram. That's what we have been given to understand. So the digital footprints will have to be scanned, and then the entire further arrests and detentions could be made in the days to come.
And it started in Jammu and Kashmir. That's where the first arrests were made, but it has now spread to multiple other parts of the country, including Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. Anshul, in fact, joins us from Faridabad, which is one of the locations where these raids were conducted, where this incriminating evidence has been recovered from. Anshul, those raids are still undergoing, if I'm not mistaken. What's the latest?
Well, the raids came to an end just a few moments ago, and the Jammu and Kashmir police and Faridabad police have been able to recover more than 2,563 kgs of explosive material, which is said to be ammonium nitrate at this point in time. They have taken this in a pickup truck and have been sent for forensic testing to figure out as to what is this exact material that was being kept over here. 2,563 kilograms of an explosive material, which could be ammonium nitrate, has been recovered, and this has been recovered just 4 kilometers away from the first place where 360 kgs of ammonium nitrate was recovered by the Jammu Kashmir police. So this spot that you are seeing behind me, this house that you are seeing behind me, could be one of the house that was being used by this entire nexus as a logistical storehouse to keep the explosive materials over here. Because if I could just move around and I'll just try and show you around this area, this house is right in the middle of nowhere in a village whose name probably no one has ever heard as well, and that is the reason why this was specifically selected. This house belongs to a imam of this locality, and that imam has not come up, does not stay over here. He frequently visits over here just for a few minutes and then goes back, is what the locals are telling us at this point. But none of them are willing to speak on camera. As we have been trying to get them on record as well. But yes, this house, what the police sources are telling us, that this house could have been used as a location to store the explosives, and from here the material was taken out and was could probably have been distributed as well, or they were trying to distribute it further as well. But before they can do it, what the Faridabad police believes is that they have been able to nab them. But it is still not clear that if at all this is the entire nexus that was operating over here, or there are more people who are a part of this nexus. As Ishan mentioned, that people are being interrogated in Jammu and Kashmir as well, and more arrests could happen. But the larger question that still remains, are there more people who are indoctrinated in the same manner? Because what happened at Al Fatah University, where Muzammil, who has been arrested from Faridabad, was working over there from the last 3 years. One of his accomplices has now officially been arrested by the Jammu and Kashmir police, from whose swift vehicle was that assault rifle recovered as well. The Imam, whose house is over here, he is also being interrogated at this point in time. Probably we can get the news that he will be arrested in the near future as well. But the larger question that still remains, and what is the larger headache for the security agencies, is that how easily people can be indoctrinated either through social media or through social media platforms, and then eventually in right out of middle of nowhere, such houses are placed where 2500 kgs of explosives have been recovered from.